I didn't get to finish my story, so I'll tell it again. I spent a little bit of time in Waco, 8 months homeless. I lost a lot of stuff, but over the past 4 years, I've had too much stolen. So I don't know how to explain the situation in few words or in less words, but I can just say that the city of Waco is doing something very horrible. It's terrifying if you don't know God, because you stand there and watch as people get accused of things that they never did. And if you're sitting in the courtroom, it's even more horrifying, because they'll forge false evidence against you. And if you can't stand trial, or if you can't make it to the trial, they'll go on without you. But I'll just say what God is saying, or what God is telling me to say. There's a little bit more to the story that will make sense whenever you see what happened to someone from Gearbox Software. His name is Randy Pitchford. I need you to go and look up @Duval Magic on Twitter. If you look up what he's saying, it appears that he has a few lawsuits on his hands. Whether he's guilty or not, that's not the issue. This is a matter of unforgiveness. If you don't understand how unforgiveness works, it multiplies every single time someone doesn't forgive. And the problem is that most people who make video games, the question of innocence is not the problem. Rather, it's a question of Christ. And so whenever Jesus enters into the industry, it's going to make certain things not happen. The thing is, Randy Pitchford, I believe, is the president of Gearbox Software. If not, he's a representative for the company online. That means that someone's trying to take his position. And that's what they've done to me, or that's what someone's done to me on multiple occasions whenever I've had a position that appears to be, for lack of better words, something that they want, something that would make them look very good. I've even had a custodial position taken from me. I don't know how else to explain the situation other than it doesn't take much to get someone in trouble anymore. It doesn't take much to have someone lose their job, and whether it's malicious or not, or whether their intention is for people to lose their job or not, that's not the problem. The problem is that people do things unforgivingly and don't realize that they condemn them to hell the minute that they send them to jail now. The minute that the minute that someone has to pay a fine because they've been prosecuted against. That kind of stuff on your record lasts. And staying in jail for 6 months to a year or even longer than that often leads to other problems. It makes you not able to get off of your feet. It actually may make people not able to pay their rent because they're not anywhere in the city, and that means they may lose their property whenever their rent space comes up due. That means that they can't pay for their rent space. And when that happens, that means their property inside of their couches, chairs, any other kind of furniture, dishes, clothing, things in your bedroom, everything like that, it means that all of those things are up for grabs. You don't know what you do, but I do. There's something more to end, and I believe unforgiveness needs to be ended as well. This is Derek Barlow with theUGluvva, signing off.